Hello, everybody. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday indeed.
Yes.
Much has happened since the last Blood and Beans, but we'll wait till people start filing in before we really start telling stories. Or I'm going to tell stories again, and that's no fun for people that are stopping in after the stream. Hope everybody is doing well and everybody had a fantastic Saturday evening. Good morning, Emily. How are you? Jabba, stop trying to cover up the food with a piece of paper. That cat, I swear to God. Good morning, how are you? Happy Sunday. Welcome to Blood and Beans. Always interesting times over here. But yeah, it's been
Ooh, it's 29 outside.
It has been a good week, and now it's 29 outside, which is
Sorry.
Awesome.
It just made me
I am
happy.
fantastic, Lilith. How are you? Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Blood and Beans.
Hi, Lilith.
Much has happened between last Sunday and this Sunday.
Oh, yes, much. And I'm no longer dying.
Nope. Pockets is feeling much better.
It's all now just coming out of my head.
My house is spotless. I've had an entire week now to go through my entire house. It is completely...
He went insane. He went like a whirlwind. Every time he cleaned a room, he was sweating. He would take a shower in the morning, he would clean, and then he had to take another shower.
I take 2 showers a day. It was fantastic. My house is sterile. It's great. And I did get a job.
Yep.
I am gainfully employed. I actually start, my first day is tomorrow. So I'm actually pretty excited. It's something that I am used to doing, that I've done in the past. Excuse me, I'm puffing on my cigarette here. So it's something I know how to do. Now granted, I used to hire construction professionals and laborers and stuff like that. Now I will be recruiting for and hiring like business professionals, HR professionals, stuff like that. So a little bit different field of recruiting. The base pay is a little bit less than what I was hoping for, but there is a commission. So I should make actually just about what I was hoping for. And it'll actually give us a little bit of assistance as well, because I won't be making so much. That's the trick of the world, right? Like, you know, you make this and we'll help out with this, but if you make this, we're going to take this away, and now you have to pay for it yourself, like, you know, medical insurance, stuff like that, which leaves you with less money. So if you make more money, technically you end up with less money at the end of the week until you break like $80,000. And then once you hit that, then you can start making like more money. But basically the way it is right now, I am employed and everything stays the same, which is awesome. Yes, I am happy, and it is quite epic. And good morning, Fuzzy. How are you? Happy Sunday. Not bad. I have not been hungover since Friday. Thursday was bar night. I definitely tip back a few on bar night. It was great. I had so much fun. I laughed so hard. It was a very good time. Friday, my parents came, and the last thing in the house I had to do was like my hallway. But like I took up the rugs and put them outside, shook them out. Then I swept the hallway floor, and I realized how absolutely freaking disgusting the walls were in the hallway. So I scrubbed those down like 4 times with Palmolive dish soap, degreased, disinfected. And then I put the rugs back down, vacuumed the rugs, and then I went through the whole house, front to back, bathroom, bedrooms, everything. Vacuumed, swept, mopped, and before my parents got here. And yeah, by the time my parents got, there's more work in the hallway than I was begging. Than I thought. To be like an hour and a half to get the hallway good. But by the time my parents got here, the entire house was clean. We all went out to the Silver Spoon Diner, and I got my fried pickle burger with a cup of coleslaw to dump on the top of it, which was so good. And then
What are you doing up there? How the hell did you even do that?
Get a chair, chase her down. There's a cat on top of our cabinets. Sorry for the interruption with my play-by-play here.
Sorry.
Got back from doing that with my parents, eating and stuff. I narrated 2 weeks of narrating, so now I can get back to 3 weeks ahead, because right now I'm 1 week ahead. Did up the rest of my video editing I needed to do. Did a bit of writing, and I think that was it for Friday. And then yesterday my mother-in-law came over, and she was very happy with the house. She said my fridge looks brand new, that's awesome. I was hoping it would. To quote the bar night crew, clinky. Indeed, there was many clinkies on bar night. But yeah, so she came and was, impressed and hung out for a while. I finished up a little bit of the editing I had to do from narrating on Friday. Did my uploading yesterday. Did a little bit more writing, and sat and played a game until like 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning. Trials of Mana remake on the Switch. I did. I have all my treasure trolls above my sink in my kitchen, all lined up, tallest to smallest, and I washed them all. Pocket's like, yeah, I even washed them. I did. Took them all down, scrubbed all of them, dish soaped their hair, shampooed their hair, rinsed them, dried them off, and put them all back up top. And they look all bright and colorful now. It's awesome.
It was Faye. Faye was up there. She gives birth up there.
I'm going nuts with cleaning when I wash the lanyard for my keys.
Yeah, he did.
And that's clean too. My lanyard is white again. I have a Friday the 13th lanyard. It's white. It's got hockey masks and shit on it. Pocket's got it for me, and I love it. But now it's white. It's amazing.
Christmas gift one year. Year before last, I think. Spencer's.
And I got my Subaru back. I dropped my Subaru off on Thursday because I got my tax return last week, and the Subaru needed a battery and it needed an oil change. It was like 6,000 miles, and it's got a turbocharger on it. Most cars, I wouldn't worry about it too much with a 6,000 miles oil change. But with a turbocharger, that's like,
gotta do it.
That would be the first thing to make your turbocharger go, which will kill your engine and destroy the car. So you got to keep up with the oil. So I wanted to make sure I got the oil change done, battery, and it needed a brake light. That was Wednesday. And then Thursday, my mechanic actually came and dropped the car off and whatnot. I paid him.
We have such an awesome mechanic.
I got my Subaru back. So
now he's demanding our Explorer.
Yeah. Well,
He's demanding.
I have
He's
the
so
front
funny.
tires are a little bald on the inside. Well, one of them's really bald on the inside, and I want to get them changed. I just don't feel comfortable driving on it like that. And he told me, he's like, just bring it down, because I give him a tip. I take care of my mechanic. I make sure to give him a good tip. And he's like, listen, he goes, I don't want you just driving on one vehicle, just in case something happens. He goes, just next week, bring down the Explorer, leave a note. You don't even got to worry about coming in. Because he knows I'll pay him back. I don't like doing that. I think there was once I owed him $100 and he had to wait a week. But I really don't like
having a bill
to owe my mechanic. I don't like owing him money. I want to treat him well. So because your mechanic, just like the wife, the one who cooks your food, has great potential to very easily fuck you over in a very big way. So I don't want to fuck him over. I don't like to owe him money. And like I said, I tip him and stuff like that. And he treats me really well. But he's insisting I bring it down, and I'll pay him back when I have the money.
He doesn't want us driving on unsafe cars.
I'm not.
Excuse me for the horn.
The Subaru is not unsafe. Yeah, Pockets has got Lord of the Rings
Two Towers
playing in the
Extended Edition on.
A lanyard, Fuzzy. It's one of those, I don't know if it's nylon, like strings for your keychain. You put it around your neck. Sometimes people use them for like name tags and stuff too, at like job fairs, stuff like that. They'll give you like a lanyard with a name tag and stuff on it. So, but yeah, people have like lanyards for like their keys, so they can put their keys like around their neck or stuff like that. That's what mine is. It's a Friday the 13th lanyard for my car keys. So it is clean now. It is white again. Everything is clean and my house is sterile, and I start my new job tomorrow. So I got my unemployment still didn't come in. It's still
I'm gonna go nuts. Nobody's gonna be here.
Processing purgatory, they call it, because once your unemployment goes into processing, you can't really check on it. until it's either accepted or denied. I can't get a hold of anybody at the Department of Labor. I've tried multiple times, and it's just stuck in processing. I haven't been denied, just it still hasn't been processed. So I have been without income since December 3rd, since before Christmas. I did get like a severance check, like the 15th night, somewhere around there of December, and I had some Christmas money saved up. So I was able to have Christmas, able to have New Year's, and I was hoping I'd have my unemployment by the beginning of January, which didn't happen. So whole month of January, I have been completely without income. And last week, I got my taxes, and I start a new job tomorrow, so I'll get paid again in 2 weeks. So I am basically back on income. So lots of good things have happened since last Sunday. So, yeah. A lanyard is a tether, technically. Like, even like a dog leash is technically a lanyard. A lanyard is a tether. So when I say a lanyard, like, I mean like the one for my keys.
I like that one. They had another one.
Me too. It's held up really well.
They had another Friday the 13th one there, but it wasn't as nice as that one, and it didn't come with the
name tag and stuff, which is all hung up in the game room.
Name tag / sticker thing.
Coffee's amazing. Sorry, I'm just so happy to have like warm coffee. It is it's been like -5 here. We had a small power outage on Saturday.
To ourselves.
No, whatever. Lasted 3 hours.
Yeah, because we didn't check the main.
I thought it didn't. Whatever.
I didn't.
Either way, the power was out for 3 hours on Saturday, and it was like -35 with the wind chill. Good morning, Somber. How are you? Happy Sunday. Welcome to Blood and Beans. So getting the house back up to temperature was a bit of a pain. It was like 44 degrees in here on Saturday night. Trying to get the house back up to temp, and
you couldn't do it.
No, we couldn't.
He slept sitting up. I slept
sitting up on the love seat underneath.
I slept on the
Pocket's
other
legs
with my legs across them.
Because Pockets was warm, and I didn't care if I was comfortable. I didn't care if I was comfortable. I was warm. That's all I cared about. I'm warm.
That's exactly what he said too. He got under those blankets. He goes, "Oh, warm."
It was nice to be warm. So that was good. But anyways, and then that was Friday night. And yesterday, I took a little bit to get everything back up to temperature, but by the time I went to bed, it was nice and 62, 65 degrees in here, that's where I like it in the winter. And today, woke up, the house is warm, clean. I mean, clean. It's great. So I'm happy. I'm a happy Sabian. It has been a hell of a month. But my YouTube channel, my upload schedule, my cars, my income status, everything's been rectified. And my house is spotless. So we even got a small upgrade. Or big upgrade, really. I did a lot of cleaning. It took me an entire week. I did a room a day, basically. I'd go into a
I was sick.
Kitchen took me 2 days. Took me 2 days to do the kitchen. Kitchen needed work. But everything else, and the living room took me 2 days. But everything else I did right in 1 day. I'm actually surprised I did our bedroom in 1 day. I was planning on that being 2 days, but I couldn't. I just like, nope, we're just going to tackle it. I tackled it. Real statement. I mean, maybe that's where Lilith got it from. Yeah, see, and warmth does matter. I agree. When it's -35 degrees outside, I know it's not going to be very warm in here. Like 50 is what I'm going to expect. If it's -35, that means that there's an 85 difference of temperatures between inside and outside, an 85 degree difference. So I mean, I'm happy with that. Wear sweats and 2 hoodies and do the best you can to be warm. And we survive. That's what we do. So I'm cool with that. But I was very happy to get the house back up to 65 and take a nice hot shower today. And yeah. Good times. So it's nice to be able to have a Blood and Beans with, all this good stuff to report. Good things happening. And like I said, the channel's right back on track, which is obviously why a lot of you do stop in here is for channel updates. But, Blood and Beans is anything and everything. I'm going to kill Shiloh's gym teacher, and I mean that as, a euphemism. I'm not actually going to kill him. I don't like him. I'm not going to say that live. Something happens to the guy, then all of a sudden, he said this on live stream, and then I'm a suspect. No, I don't really actually want to, but I'm not happy with the guy. Shiloh is a straight A student, and she got a 68 in gym. And if you remember me talking about this before, she got 75 last 2 times he told us what her grade was. And he's the only one of her teachers that doesn't say, she's a pleasure to have in class, she's a natural leader, Shiloh's doing great, she actively participates. All he has to say is negative shit about my daughter, and I'm so close to going down. She's now not on honor roll. Now she's on merit roll because of that goddamn gym teacher.
Yep, and that's the only thing that brought her grade down.
So I'm not happy with this.
60 freaking 8.
I'm upset with this guy.
But this is why I told her that participation is, especially
I don't
gym,
care.
Everything.
I don't care. This gym teacher is going to end up getting a piece of my freaking mind pretty soon. Pocket says she's calling, so I'm going to let her do that first.
I don't think he is properly knowledgeable about anxiety, and I think he needs to be schooled, and I think that's what
especially if her participation's getting worse. It's not because the kid doesn't like to participate. It's because you suck as a teacher.
Yeah. You're feeding negative energy into a child that's already feeling anxious, and you're just going to increase that anxiety, pushing that child to not want to participate even more.
I agree.
And I am sorry, they're not going to do that to my kid. If I have to be my father, the way he was in South Colony, and whenever they hear Martin is coming in, or Epicel is coming in, and they go, oh no, too freaking bad. If I have to walk to that school, if I have to walk to that school, I'm going to be really pissed.
Luckily, the school is a mile down the road, it's not.
I could walk easily.
That's the scary thing. The school should be scared because it is only a mile. Pockets will walk the mile. She won't be happy. She won't be happy about it. Especially by the time she freaking gets there, she's not going to be very happy about it. But it's very possible and can be done. So.
Have a little
straight A honors student. Yeah, he's gonna have a special meeting, all right, with a blanket and a baseball bat.
If I have to go down there, I'd be like, you may want to have your police escort come in too. I'm gonna get really
No, I don't want to go get you from jail. Don't cause that big a scene, please.
Leave me in there,
please.
I know the menu.
I was thinking we were actually trying to get Shiloh into online school, but New York makes it extremely difficult. Also, Shiloh doesn't want it, and then I also decided against it too because she does have friends in school, and yes, she needs the social, especially Shiloh. Shiloh's very, very smart. She does great in everything else, but the big problem where Shiloh does lack is a little bit in her social skills. So that's why I think it's important for her to go to an actual brick and mortar school. So this way she's
so smart. So wicked smart. Savant smart.
She is. She's extremely smart. And she tries. She works hard. And it's not like everything comes easy to her. She just works hard at everything. That's like my parents. My parents are always like, oh, you're so smart. You did this and you did that. Look at this. You graduated college with a 3.8 and you got your master's degree with a 3.9. And yeah, but it's not like everyone looks at that and oh, you're just so smart. No, it's not that I'm smart. That's how hard I worked for it. I really worked for my grades. I tried very hard. Hello, child.
I'm sorry.
We are
I
talking
just
about
looked
you.
at This and you just came out of your room. I'm sorry if it's really bright.
Hi. Oh no, natural light.
You want this?
Vitamin D.
too?
Hiss. Come. Are you joining the beans?
I'm joining the beans.
She's joining the beans, everybody.
I'm joining the beans and
There's
eating
beans.
a coffee bean and realizing why people don't eat coffee beans.
Chocolate-covered coffee beans are amazing.
Yes, but
Yes,
not just
they are.
plain.
No, not
coffee
just
beans.
plain coffee beans, but chocolate-covered coffee beans are yum.
Don't eat plain coffee beans. It's not good for your.
No,
intestines.
you chew on the leaves.
So blood and beans has now become a family affair again. Natural light is very scary. A little bit, but where the sun shines here in the living room, it
Disinfects, too.
it brightens up the living room with natural light. It's better than the incandescent lighting.
It tastes like.
And the sunlight itself actually helps warm the house. It adds a little bit,
And
of
disinfects,
extra. And
actually, too.
so
Not many people know that.
I'm cool for
That's why it's good to have houses with
sunlight.
windows, because natural light, the sunlight, kills bacteria
So, but yeah,
on surfaces.
we are doing well. I didn't say I don't know if I am or not, but I would not go by like my college grades or like things I've accomplished. Everyone says, "Oh, look at that. It's because you're smart." It's not because I'm smart. It's I imagine if I was an average person, just an average intelligence person, and I got those kinds of grades. That would mean I have to put in like all that effort, right? I have to put in like tons of effort, more than like a smart person would. That's how I feel about college and the stuff that I've accomplished and stuff like that. It's not that I'm smart, it's just I bust my ass.
That was like, excuse me. She was up there.
I told you chocolate covered coffee beans are freaking amazing. They're good. I love chocolate covered coffee beans.
Ooh.
Combination of both the smartest and genuinely kindest people I've ever. Well, thank you very much, Emily.
you.
That's
Oh,
very nice
I'm
of you.
stretching. I don't mean to sound
well-
standoffish.
There's a lot of assholes out there. There's no reason to be one. You're not really being, like Shiloh says, quirky and different by being a douchebag.
Yeah.
Everybody's a douchebag.
Not like the other girls because you're a piece of crap.
But if you're like genuinely like kind to people and
Shiloh,
compassionate, usually that kind of sets you apart a little bit. So I've always kind of marched to the beat of my own drummer. I don't really see a need of being a douchebag. The world's full of them. And I don't like hurting other people. I know what it's like to be hurt, and I don't like the thought of doing that to somebody else. So I think kindness is important. I think compassion is important. And like I said, as far as smart goes, I think depending on what it is, I'm average. If it's something I enjoy, something I'm into, I'll master it. But it's because I'm just putting in all that work for it. If it's something I'm not that into, I usually can learn it and get the hang of it, but I probably won't master it. Like math. I'm really good at math. Like I'm naturally good at math, but I freaking hate math. So, I'm not like, someone that can do like statistics and I'm algebra can do all day fucking long. But statistical data and gradient curves and shit like that. I didn't have the interest for it. So never really, I muscled through it in college, but I wasn't great at it. I think statistics I ended up getting A-, B+. Surprising that I got that in college, but still some of my lowest grades. That's why I graduated with a 3.8 instead of a 4.0. No, math is not based. Shiloh is, she struggles a little bit sometimes with math too.
You can't tell her by your damn grades.
No, because she works that hard at it.
I know.
So it's determination will get you everywhere. And that was something that Somber pointed that out earlier. Is over the past 2 months I haven't had income. Yeah, there were moments where I seemed frustrated or sad or even just said I'm gonna be down and out. Things are not looking good. But he said that those moments were few and far between, and he always saw me picking myself up very shortly after that and just going at it again. applying to jobs, going to interviews. And he's right. I really wanted to use this difficult time in my life. That's why I was really hoping my unemployment would come in. I wanted to show everybody that hard work, determination, like that fire to never give up, to just bowl through everything. If you get knocked down, you just get right back up again. It's like a superpower. I wanted to show everybody that that's worth something. I wanted to show my wife and I wanted to show my daughter that that's worth something, to never give up. I was down and out. I had no income. I have bills I have to pay, and if they don't get paid, I go to jail. It's not because I've been to jail or anything like that. It's actually child support, and I'm almost done with that. It's almost over, but which is also another reason I don't really want to go to jail. But I had nothing. I had no hope. I had no way to pay my car insurance, no way to pay my rent, no way to pay my electric for 2 months. I've been living on the edge of a knife. But I didn't give up. I kept pushing and kept pushing and kept pushing every single day. I tell myself, today I'm applying to 20 jobs. And I go through and I apply to 20 jobs. Every single chance I had to take an interview with somebody, I took it. And I took it seriously. Phone interview, Zoom interview, every interview. One interview I had went really, really horribly. And I didn't even want to it's like I was done for the day. But I had a Zoom interview that following afternoon. And I did. I got it all. I didn't feel like it. But I got all set up and I did it anyway. And that's what you do. You just keep pushing forward. You move forward. You don't ever give up. And I'm not the kind, it's not like a person like, oh, I've just got this strong determination. I get knocked down just like everybody else. And there are times I do feel like giving up. But even in those moments when I do feel like that, and I'll go sit in a corner and just sit and just wait for the world to crumble around me because I'm done. And I just sit there and wait. And nothing changes. And it's boring and nothing happens. So might as well fight. Might as well get back up and just keep fighting. And that gets you through. Really more than anything. So don't ever give up out there. Always push forward. Every one of you has really, really high potential. We're already experiencing form of narration. Thank you. Emily says, I remember shortly after you lost your job last year, you would already turned the experience into a work of art in the form of narration, and that was genuinely inspiring to me personally. And I'm really happy that that portion of it came across. And that's, again, it's something that I've always said is the best part of narrating and writing and doing what I do on YouTube and publishing books and stuff like that. It's not the money, it's not the friends I've met, which I love the friends I've met, all of you. But really the biggest reward is getting messages, probably about once, twice a month, from somebody. Sometimes people that have commented once, sometimes people that have never commented and they just decided to reach out to me and tell me. Usually I get a comment saying how I've helped someone, helped them through a really difficult time in their life, helped them through a really big hardship, or was there for them while they were going to school and taught them the value of this and taught them the value of that. And all I'm doing is writing and narrating stories. And that is the biggest reward to me. So I'm very happy that came across, Emily. And thank you very much for sharing that with me. I've always said write what you know. So yes, there was a couple of stories in December. One was, I got fired for Christmas. That was one story. The Boatman's Tale that came out yesterday, Skylar. Skylar is the name of the guy that used to run the company that fired me. So I named him Skylar. That's, you write what you know, right? You take your experiences and how you feel about them, and you write about that. And I hope that, the writing is decent, because I'd like that to come through. And I think that most of the time it is decent, and it's because what I write is very natural. It's something that I know about. So, because it's even, last night, The Boatman's Tale. It doesn't seem like it, oh, it's a story about a guy who's dead and on a boat with the river Styx dude, and they're going to hell, and how does he know about that? It's not that. It's the background of it. It's people's personalities and names and circumstances that it's the other pieces that form the story that are part of my real life. And almost all of the things I write are built like that. They're all based on something from me, from my experiences. So I'm glad that comes through. I'm glad that you guys enjoy, these stories and what I do. And I'm glad that, I promised you I'd never give up on you, and I'd never give up, period. And I wanted to make sure I come through on that promise. But the truth of the matter is like I said, everything's boring when you just sit and wait. Nothing happens. I don't know how to give up. I don't know how to not fight. He's not beat up. So, yep.
I am.
Yes, you are. But Jabba is not.
You're welcome.
Good boy.
Don't say I never did anything for
I
you.
am petting my cat. I like Jabba. He's been now that he's allowed to go outside when he wants and comes back and stuff like that, he has been very, very much more well behaved. He's been a very good boy. So, good morning, Manny. How are you? Happy Sunday. It sounds right. Something to do with graphs. I don't know what it was, but I could never get them down. It's the gradient slopes and gradient curves and stuff like that. Those are things and again, I could have learned it, I'm sure, if I really applied myself, but I had to be interested in it, and I just wanted to get through the damn class.
She's got a Mac.
I want to give you a fist bump, how you've been saying for a long time that's the subtextual story that's important. It really impacts us as viewers and players, and feels like it sometimes. That's good. I think that's why even some of my most outlandish stories, ones about the supernatural and parallel dimensions and monsters and stuff, even in a way, sometimes if you can't explain it, still feel relatable. And I've always tried to do that too. That's a big reason why I write what I know. It's not just because it's an experience that I know and I can write about with detail and stuff like that, but it's also so that other people, those relatable experiences, storytelling creates pictures in people's minds. My psychology schooling taught me all about cognitive schema, and it's a categorization technique that your brain uses to store information. Basically boiling that down, what that means is if I use relatable experiences in stories, that experiences you can relate to, your brain will automatically, very naturally, pull out those categories of your own experiences that are relatable and use that to build pictures in a movie in your mind that you can see. And that's what I always try to do with my stories. I like it, and I like knowing when people tell me that it works, that it helps to build a vision in your mind like a movie playing out. That's always kind of the goal of keeping even the most insane circumstances relatable. Jabba. Good morning, Devane. How are you? No, I named my cat Jabba, as in Jabba the Hutt. And that's because when he was born, he was a litter of one. And he looked like a little worm. Like a little slug. I love him.
I hate him.
You don't.
I hate him.
He's a good cat. He's very smart. He's big. He's like one big muscle. Jabba is a very fitting name for him. Saying that into a void, I'm so happy that someone else understands the importance and power of messages like that in all forms of work. I very, very much understand that. A lot of inspiration I got was from horror movies, I guess you could say. And again, is insane and relatable. I'm not running around killing people or anything. I do it in stories. When I write, I'll create a world and I kill people all the time. Because I'm creating a world with real people that I try to make real logical decisions situations and put them in horrible situations and squash them like bugs. But it's not just that. It's that relatable aspect of horror that I always liked. It was something that I was able to relate to because of everything that I've been through in my life. And it just, I don't know, gave me a lot of inspiration and, what it means to always push forward and don't ever give up, even when all hope is lost. Just push forward anyway. Hope may present itself. So that's good. I actually I understand what you mean. And I'm glad that we, have found each other as friends. Well, actually, yes, even though it's a funny chaos meme game, the story has a lot of deeper themes that with silliness, at least for me, were truly impactful, have touched me on a deeper level. Yeah, it's funny to laugh when the Final Fantasy man says the F word, plays the 2000s alt-rock and walks away, but the actual deeper themes of the story and the journey the characters go on. Yes, exactly. That's what is impactful, is the stuff that goes into it. The context. It's the context of it that's relatable. Not context, subtext. It's the subtext. As well as realizations, you come to a choice segment. You have a full scope of the picture. Exactly. And Sabian is definitely running around killing people. Not just the ones in this world. I mean, I'm not. If you want to,
cannot confirm or deny this.
Due to legal reasons, we cannot confirm or deny. Thank you, child. You always know exactly what to say.
I'm the manager.
Does he have his Ondius? What is Ondius? Ondius? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Should I Google it? I'm going to Google it.
Google time.
Own days? Own days. It says it's a Japanese brand of glasses. So if you could elaborate.
He doesn't wear glasses.
And Sabian is definitely running on killing. And I read that. I can either confirm or deny. Sorry if it seemed a bit odd this morning. My sleep schedule has been pretty borked, and I finally have a decent night's rest, but I feel kind of loopy this morning. I know what that's like. I feel good this morning, but I did not get a good night's rest on Friday night. So being able to warm up my house and sleep in my bed last night felt amazing. And then I polished it all off by waking up this morning, grabbing a cup of coffee, taking a nice hot shower. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. I had to vacuum the room real quick. It sucked. Sorry, Fuzzy. It's always good to have a clean floor, though. Floor kind of finishes off the room. The presentation's everything. Fine, Em, no worries and understandable. Yeah, actually, yes, Emily. No worries. But like Lilith said, very understandable. A platform. It's a platform. No, he does not. He does not have any kind of a social media account or anything like that. But I do have lots of pictures of Jabba. I post them in the Discord. I have pictures of him from a tiny baby. The first day he opened his eyes, sleeping in my hand. Well, he just opened his eyes while laying down in my hand. And I have pictures of him as a kitten running through my house with a balloon string in his mouth, because that was his favorite thing, was to play with balloons. I have pictures of him being in a goofball. I have so many pictures of this cat in all stages of his life. I even got a picture of him yesterday. We put one of the dog sweaters on him because he's big enough. He's about as big as a corgi, a Welsh corgi.
He needs a smaller.
He's like half
But-
of a
A smaller one because he's so thin.
But
He was so
we put
cold.
a corgi sweater on
He's
him, and it
two-thirds of a
fit him.
corgi.
He
He got
did
out
not
of
fit
it.
him.
yeah.
He got out
It
of
was
it
way
right
too
quick.
big.
It was too big. He got out of it right quick.
Fine, no worries. Understand on the platform. Those alleged allegations are simply allegatorationally something allegory. Yes, I totally messed up the second to last
You're so
word
good
there.
at words, Father.
You can't read that. What is that word? Simply allegatoriationary. Allegatoriationary. There we go. Thank
Allergy.
you. Allergies. Allegra.
Allergy.
Stabbed me in a basement and Somber Puppet shot me. Yes, we have. In VR. I only stab my friends in VR. But yeah, every opportunity I have a chance to act like Jason, I mute myself, go silent, turn off the power in the house, and just start wasting everybody. It's beautiful. Can confirm was also being tortured by Sabian because I haven't been writing as much as I should. I mean, you're torturing us all because there hasn't been any Thursday tidbits in a while. Just saying. Just saying.
Really, just what goes around comes
torturing everybody over here. You are. So the torture you're receiving back is only fair. It's what you're due.
Yeah.
You know, the director
It's
of Poltergeist
consequences.
also fired a gun right behind the head of some of the actors to get genuine fear response. Yes, actually, I knew that too. Watching the movie, it seems to have worked really well.
It's gone.
It might have been The Shining. I thought it was Poltergeist as well, but it could be The
Did you
Shining.
hear that? That was my bag.
Yes.
I also could be mistaken.
That actually.
It was one of those.
Shiloh, stop making your breeze.
Yeah, please stop making air current.
That's me making wind noises.
Shiloh, how do you pronounce this letter spaghetti Somber just made?
Allergy.
Allergy?
What you gotta do is you just gotta take off half of the
Like
letters.
I said, Allegra. We're just gonna go with Allegra. Allegra toriationary allergy Allegra. Allegory, not allergy. Allegory. I got the second one. I got the big one and I fucked up the little one. That's great. Oh.
Alligationary. Alligator.
Alligatoriationary.
No.
Alligatoriationary.
Allegory. Alligator.
We're gonna spend the next 15 minutes of this stream fucking trying to figure out how to properly say this word.
Education Edition.
The spelling bee edition.
How do you pronounce this word? Alligator. Tornado.
Yeah, they do. Shudder, though, I found is kind of, when I first got Shudder, I loved it, and then I ended up finding it pretty disappointing. Most of the movies on there, they started out really good, and then they got bad. There wasn't many good. You're better off watching horror on Tubi. Tubi is free, and their horror section is fucking phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I'm not alligatoriationarian. I've already figured out how. Well, aren't you Mr. Tongue Twist Master? Lilith, or Mrs. Tongue Twist Master. It may. I've also been having. You two are breaking my English, right? Right? They're just trying to hurt my brain. I'm working on. I'm having a second cup of coffee here. Like, come on now, give me some slack. No, I'm not chastising you for it. Actually, that's pretty awesome that you know about it. But, like, you know, that Shudder series, definitely not. I think it's great, and I actually still have my Shudder subscriptions, $5 a month, and they still come out with some decent things. I'm not bashing. I'm not chastising you. I'm chastising Shudder. Shudder has. It's disappointing. The Wolf Creek series, season 1 was decent. Didn't like season 2. Thought that was kind of dumb. Felt like they kind of watched my channel and did this whole Locust Lake thing. Like this teenage victim with her family gets killed, ends up surviving and returning as an Ahab to avenge, the deaths of everybody and put in a stop to the evil of Locust Lake. I mean, Australia.
Australia.
I just felt like a very familiar storyline, but I did like the first season. Second season, I didn't like it quite as much. The Creep Show series is fucking phenomenal. I love that the Creep Show series on Shudder. That's good. That's really good. It's just, since then, like the past like year and a half, the stuff they've been coming out with on there, it's been like Sharknado level. Tubi, their horror section, like I said, Tubi's free, and they have so much stuff. Or you can just use Prime Wire and watch anything from any streaming service anywhere for free. Oh, maybe it's because I didn't check in, and the last time I watched Shudder, like, they were good. But no, you're right. I 100% agree with you now. And if I was wrong back then, I probably should have taken what you said with a little bit more, credence to it, and gone back to Shudder and actually taken a look to make a second judgment for myself without just assuming that you were wrong. So if that's the case, I do apologize. I was wrong for that. Should have done my due diligence. But yes, I'm agreeing with you now. Their selection is lackluster. They have some good stuff on there. They do. You have to know what you're looking for. But they do have some decent movies on there. And it's only $5 a month or whatever. So, message me on Discord. It's a website. I don't want to get the site shut down, but I'm going to put it right here. Wire.id. That's the website. It's not .com. And I didn't put it right next to each other. There's a space there. So it didn't actually show up as a link. But that's the site. Go right to that site and you can punch anything into the bar and it comes up. Anything, TV show, movie, Mandalorian on Disney Plus, anything comes up. And it also works on mobile. You don't just need like a computer. You can actually go to that website on mobile and watch anything from any service anywhere for free. Nothing to sign up for, no registration, nothing. And like I said, Tubi is also free. And it's like a Netflix. It is a streaming service, but it's completely free. And they have a really, really good selection. Good morning, Dodge. How are they? How art thee?
How art thou?
How art thou? How are you? Good morning. Happy Sunday.
How are you doing
I guess
this lovely
it's
morning?
noon now. I do want to let you know, might as well give everybody the heads up now. I'm going to be closing the stream in about 13 minutes. I usually end these at about an hour in because my voice starts getting raw. But, we'll be ending in about 13 minutes. But I am very happy to see you, Dodge. I'm happy that you were able to stop in this morning and, have a cup of coffee with us.
Coffee. Dude, biscuits suck.
Well, or do you mean English biscuits, which are actually cookies? Or do you mean
No, English biscuits.
American biscuits?
American biscuits.
Which are more like scones.
Exactly. They're gross and they're weird and they're dry and they're bad.
That's because they need gravy.
I never
Lots
understood
and
why
lots
my
of
grandfather
gravy.
Gravy is gross.
No, it's not. Gravy's amazing.
The only good gravy
What
is
do you think I
Kentucky
put in
Fried
my
Chicken.
shepherd's pie?
The KFC gravy. You don't put gravy in.
Yes, I do.
You don't put gravy in the shepherd's
I have to
pie.
find my
I know because I get mad at you whenever I do because it tastes like death.
I love gravy. Gravy's amazing. How do you not like gravy?
Well, I'm putting gravy in ours tonight, so shut
Yeah,
up.
we're having shepherd's pie tonight.
No, you're gonna ruin it. Can you at least do it on the side so then you can mix in the gravy? Because you
No.
guys are
So that's when
I'm gonna
you
start.
do your lines for demons.
This is it, guys.
I
This is
mean,
how
I
start.
would, but I actually find it a lot easier on my voice to use Audacity to kind of manipulate things a little bit. So I do that. I do voice effects and alter myself, so I don't gotta hurt my voice. But it's a good idea, Dodge.
I'll make it so you don't have to.
Good morning.
And then
Like
you
I said,
put
it's
the gravy.
it's barely afternoon, but it is afternoon for me. So morning or afternoon. Excellent to see you.
I'm doing how I know.
She did. Shiloh also doesn't like burgers. She doesn't like cheeseburgers,
Doesn't
though.
like steak.
Of course, she's highly allergic to
Unless you
lactose.
season it, 'cause you don't season steak.
Yes, I do. I always try to. Yes,
She's
I
not a
do.
big,
I
not a big
like
fan of
steak.
hamburger
But
meat.
all steaks is
And she's, what else is really good that you don't like?
ketchup.
Gravy, ketchup. She doesn't like ketchup. I don't like hot dogs, so I get that.
You like my pork and beans thing?
A lot of on me.
I do, and I like chili dogs.
I could
That
be-
I do like. I'll say I like chili cheese dogs.
If
Are
it
amazing.
wasn't for bacon, I could be a poultritarian.
If you
Bacon's
want,
amazing.
Bacon's
If
lovely.
you want, we can get
You don't like turkey?
cheese was tonight and today,
I
and
don't like turkey
You
when
just be a
guys make turkey.
chicken-tarian.
No.
if you want, we can
Okay.
get cheese whiz tonight, and I can make pepperoni chicken tomorrow.
We'll see.
Why can't we get cheese whiz?
We'll see.
Oh,
We're going out
Oh, that's
after the
after
stream.
Okay.
we're going to the store after-
No,
It
you're staying
is-
here and keeping it warm.
Us indeed. It's also disgusting.
Well, how about going
She's
to
biscuits. Biscuits, I understand
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
biscuit, because biscuits are just dry as hell. I'm not a big fan of fucking biscuits. I'm really not.
They're bad.
I don't
They're
even like
Pocky
McDonald's
Pop.
biscuits where they
Yeah,
put
I
like
hate
the
those.
sausage and stuff on it. I don't like the biscuits. They're dry. But I like biscuits and gravy.
Me too. I like.
That's
the-
good.
I like.
I w- I do like-
biscuits.
Is it made with? Yes, our shepherd's pie is made with real shepherds.
We love putting people in our
In
pockets.
all seriousness, though, Pockets makes freaking awesome shepherd's pie.
She does. I learned from her,
Well, not
and now
at the end,
I
Nick.
make shepherd's pie too, and I'm planning to make it tonight. So Mom
No,
does it,
I'm
so I
making
can
it.
put the gravy not in it.
Anyways, Pockets is a great cook. Pockets actually used to be a cook as her profession. So that's one thing I do get is I get to eat well.
And I really want to make pepperoni chicken. Monday's
Yes,
chicken.
Monday's chicken, and
So,
I haven't had
that's it.
pepperoni chicken in over a year.
Exactly.
So I've always considered that Pocket's signature dish. I've never had it any other way than when she makes it.
Never
But
had it.
I don't want to give away too many of the ingredients. But it is breaded chicken breast with that's filleted in the middle, like a pocket, and then stuffed with pepperoni, and then topped with like a cheese and bacon sauce. It's so freaking
Cheese
good.
pepperoni sauce.
It's cheese pepperoni sauce. It's so good. Her pepperoni chicken is phenomenal. I love
Yeah,
it.
and I got chicken breast tenders, so I might need toothpicks.
I'm a chicken breast tender. I'm hungry.
Cracker Barrel is good stuff.
I've never
I will
tried
say that. I've only been there like twice, but Cracker Barrel is decent.
I feel like there'd be a lot of hors d'oeuvres there. I don't know why. It just feels like an hors d'oeuvre place.
But yeah, I agree. Cracker Barrel is pretty good stuff. Pockets is just so happy she has room in her freezer. Oh, it is nice to tell you to wake up in the morning, walk out to make coffee, and the house is absolutely spotless. That's such a good feeling. Such a good feeling.
I have to sneeze.
And like I said, got the car back fixed. Start a new job tomorrow. House is spotless. It's a good day.
There are no
I even had
spots in
my
our-
parents and my in-laws come over this weekend, and they were all very impressed. So it's nice to be able to have people over, and everybody's like, "Wow, you have a nice home."
You have a house.
Thank you.
Again.
It is nice. We kind of forgot that, and it's not that it was like gross looking in here before. We did have everything like straightened and picked up, but like Somber said the other day, like how clean can you have a house and still have like just junk and stuff just tucked away behind things and whatnot, but still have a house presentable. And that's kind of the way my house was. Like you take a picture of the house now, and it's still got stuff in it, all the couches, all the tables, everything's still here. But all the stuff I pulled out of here was stuff like from behind my entertainment center and from behind my desk, and I dusted everything. Like I said, I washed all my walls. So I just I detailed my entire house, and it needed a detailing. It hasn't been detailed in a while. Cracker Barrel is heavenly. They should put that in a commercial. And Somber should do the commercial. He should narrate it, because Somber's a natural narrator. Cracker Barrel. James Earl Jones. Cracker Barrel is heavenly.
Great, I just want to see it in the
Most impressive.
and it's going to be tight. Just letting you know.
This is the hopeful part of the movie that has golden light and lens flares. It is, right? kind of pulled myself out of the darkness a little bit. Like I said, December all the way through New Year's, I was still pretty hopeful about unemployment and stuff. So we did have a good December. We all had a nice Christmas. Everybody was happy. Nobody was worried or stressed out or anything. All our bills were paid. It's really just been January. January's been a little bit, gloomy and outlook not good, the 8 Ball said.
Dude,
Now it's February and we have a whole new outlook.
Yup, whole new outlook. Outlook looks good. So, I'm going to go to work tomorrow. I'm going to make sure, I'm bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and plenty sober all day long. And I'm going to work very hard at my job. I'm just going to put in as much effort as I possibly can. Whatever they need me to do, I will do it. And make sure that I keep the income coming into the house. So that way, the things that are most important to me, like my wife, my daughter, my pets, my friends, all of you, most of you, all of you are my friends. So you're kind of included with that. But you know what I mean. Like those things that are truly important to me, I can keep my ship afloat. I can keep the game going. That was really the thing that was kind of upsetting me, obviously, the most over the past month. It's worrying about my wife, worrying about my daughter, worrying about my YouTube channel and my writing, and worrying about losing contact with all my friends in Discord or all my friends on Facebook and stuff like that. That's been kind of like my concern. And it's nice to finally have my ship course corrected. Feels good. I do have to go out to Staples when I'm done with this stream and print out something for work. They want me to fill it out and bring it in tomorrow, and I don't have a printer here, so I gotta go to Staples. And Pockets wants to run out and grab some things. But I want to clean out my Subaru anyway. I'm gonna wipe it all down, get all the junk out of there, and if it's not too expensive, I'm gonna bring it to the car wash and have it washed and waxed, so I can go into work tomorrow with a nice, shiny, brand new leather interior car. I even got one of those a vape. It's not a pen. It's kind of like a pen. It's like a flat pen, a vape pen with cartridges. So I don't even got to smoke cigarettes tomorrow while I'm at work. I'll just have my vape and I can vape. Go to the bathroom, hit my vape real quick, make sure I don't blow out a big cloud. I'll be fine. I don't got to run outside for cigarettes and shit. So, we're good. We're course corrected, and it feels nice.
I don't know what your question is.
Sunburst, Jimmy boy, sunburst. Yes, sunburst. This is the part of it's like The Empire Strikes Back. A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. December was all of us getting used to a paradigm and setting up all the characters of unemployment and lack of income, and then in January was like The Empire Strikes Back, where us as the main characters are like the worst
our lives to Star Wars
situation possible.
Yes, we are.
And then Return of the Jedi, where things are warm and colorful again and there's hope. So we're in the Return of the Jedi February phase now.
Yep.
Dude, January hecking sucks. It's the worst month. The only good thing that happens is my birth. Okay, I exit the womb in January. That was literally it.
Flamboyantly homosexual alter ego. I mean, listen, everybody has an alter ego, my friend. and I honestly don't judge.
You have
you could have, it could be your normal ego. I'm cool with that.
The worst part is not.
I don't understand.
Very funny and very, very good at making a comment that's very hard to respond to. Only because I'm so afraid of saying the wrong thing. Yeah, I really do love you guys. I really don't, and even people in the world that I don't know. I honestly, I don't care if your skin color is blue and you identify as a helicopter.
I'm a toaster.
That's cool. You just be the best toaster that you can possibly be. Cool.
I'm a cannibal.
Be a toaster. Turn bread to toast. You're magic.
My pronouns are bread/toast.
But I honestly, I don't want people to think I care. I really don't. I have friends that are older than me, I have friends that are younger. I have friends that are all different pigments of skin. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. None of it. All different kinds of sexualities and identifications and whatever. And I will make a joke sometimes with the best of them. I usually make jokes about Italians because I am one, and I feel it's okay for me to do that. I feel safe doing that. well, no one can really say much to me because I am Italian and Swedish, so I make Viking jokes and stuff too. But like, I honestly just don't care. Like I've told people before, my old job when I was new, one of my coworker, he actually started the week after I did. He's an African American guy. He just turned 51, and he's a pretty straight-laced guy, nice guy, and he's like, well, listen, like you seem. I was actually afraid that, you and I wouldn't get along. I didn't know, like, how you were and stuff like that. But you seem like, I'm like, listen, I don't care how old you are. I don't care your gender. I don't care what hue you are. If you're cool, you're cool. If you're not, you're not. And I don't mean cool as in, like, the Fonz. I mean, like, as a decent human being. If you're a decent human being, you're not an asshole. You're not a douchebag. And you're not like, the worst kind of people on the earth that I can't really say it in a stream, or I will have this video deleted because YouTube wouldn't like it. If you're one of those people, then yeah, I don't.
Then you get murdered.
I don't like you. But if you're a decent human being, I really don't care. I just don't. So I just wanted to get that across. If I seem like uncomfortable responding to something, it's not because Sabian, he's all uncomfortable because he doesn't like it. No, it's just because I don't want. Yeah, I really don't want to offend anybody. That's all. And I don't, not you guys.
All people suck.
Everybody,
okay?
At least here in the stream, I know you guys, and none of you really seem to offend all that easily. And my best friends, like Sean A, I've known him for 23 years. People hear us talk back and forth to each other, and they don't even think that we are friends because we say such hateful and mean things to each other. But I've known he's like a brother to me, so trust me, it's never out of anything bad. I love you guys.
The banter is funny. It's real.
What are your plans for when you reach 2,000 subs, Sabian? I don't know. I will definitely be doing something special, though. Probably a live reading. I haven't done one of those in a very long time.
I'm going to make
So I might do a live reading if I hit 2,000 subs.
I'm gonna make 2,000 pictures.
It took me like a year to go from 1,800 to 1,900, so I don't expect that it's going to happen all that soon. YouTube does not promote me anymore. They don't recommend me hardly ever to my subscribers at all. People's notifications don't work, so it takes a while for me to gain subs. But it's also because the hot water's back.
That was random. It was just like, wow.
Sorry, our hot water in our kitchen was frozen and it warmed up enough to you can just all of a sudden the hot water's back and my wife's
my mom's having a stroke
doing a dance in the kitchen. Don't forget to leave a like. Thank you very much, Dutch. If you manage to offend me, you should be proud of your accomplishment. Well, and again, Somber, and I mean, shit, I bust your balls non-stop. I mean, you beat me so bad in Mario Kart on Friday, I threw my controller twice, and the things like that I'm saying, like, again,
because Dad's a little angry child.
I know that
I said child.
I know that you're not going to be offended. You and I have been hanging out every single week for the past 3.5 years or whatever. Like, yeah, you're one of my absolute best friends. So, I'm not too worried about, like, offending you. You do seem pretty hard to offend, especially when like, I know Sabian, I know Minus. It's just me being me. And I'm glad that you understand that. But I'll never, ever, like, even Sean A sometimes at some of the things I say, you've noticed in the Discord, I'll go back and just kind of like, hey, just so you know, I'm joking, I'm playing, because I get nervous. I don't want you to think that I'm being a dick. Like, I really do appreciate your friendship. All of you. Appreciate all your friendships. So that's why I get so nervous, and that's why, like, if I go to respond to something and I seem uncomfortable with it, that's why. So do your own thing and don't worry as much about gaming the algorithm. Yeah, no, that's another thing too. I don't play ball with YouTube. I won't do a partnership with like an outside people who will promote me because they gain control and say over your channel. I don't do true crime stories and stuff like that. I know a lot of narrators have gone that way. I promised that I would write good, old-fashioned fiction and present it like Tales from the Crypt every single Saturday at 8 o'clock. That's what I've promised, and I don't care if that's the in thing to do right now or if it's not the in thing to do right now. It's what I promised to all of you, and that promise is important to me. So, I absolutely love you guys. I am going to roll a cigarette, and then I'm going to sign off of the stream. So if you do have anything you do want to ask or put into the chat, just go ahead and do that, and I'll make sure to get to it, because I know there's a delay. So I just wanted to give you guys some buffer time. But yeah, you make comments, you apologize, I tell you to stop being a bitch. That's typically how it goes. Yeah, that's right. And then I call you a fucking thief. And you are a thief. Gamer thief. Somber is very good at video games. It's actually nice to have somebody that gives me a challenge, because I used to consider myself good at video games. Then I met Somber, and I realized maybe I'm not as good as I thought. Or maybe I am, and Somber's just absolutely incredible, and he is actually really that good.
For somebody that is so good, there is always somebody that is better.
It's nice to have the competition. It's nice to play Mario Kart with somebody and Smash with somebody. Shawnee will kick my ass too at Smash, but it's nice to play a game with somebody sometimes and actually have to work to try and beat them, and actually maybe even lose a couple of times. I don't know. That's what makes it fun. It's what makes it a game. So.
Now, as the
and I'll tell you this, Somber may have beat my ass on Friday, but I did not make it easy. Almost all the time, I was right up his ass ready to pass him. Always. Never going to make it easy. That I promise.
As the wise man Rambu once said, if you are doing something, make sure to remember there's always a child doing it better than you.
It's true.
Now you can kick that child unless that child is a fighter. Then don't kick that child.
Well, all my children are fighters. I've made sure of that. Thief is only determinable by stealing of what belonged to another. And this is the case. I am no thief. I am just taking what was mine. You know, well, it was mine. Before I met you, it was mine. Technically, I was like the undisputed champion of Mario Kart over here.
It was annoying. I only beat him like twice.
and yeah, then I met you. And apparently that just got taken away from me. But that's alright. I have a little angry gamer pin that I put on myself whenever you piss me off. And it sits in the game room for whenever I'm feeling like an angry gamer. Alright. But I am going to go ahead and end the stream on that point, you son of a bitch. I will see you on Wednesday. We will shoot some people in Pop 1. I will see you on Thursday, and many other of you, such as Dodge, Lilith, and Emily, for Bar Night on Thursday, which is also going to be an absolute blast. And I'll see you hopefully Friday for Mario Kart and whatnot. Maybe some Smash and stuff like that. Gotta get Monster Hunter Generations, goddammit. I've only been saying it forever. It's like $20. Just did it. I bet you did see that. Well, that's the pin, buddy. I wear it every freaking Friday when I play with you. I earn it. You make me earn it. The child should write fortune cookie sayings. She should. She really should write fortune cookie sayings. Because she's good at those.
Wise man say,
see you soon.
But never pay full price for leave.
That's not
a fortune cookie. That's just common sense.
That's a movie quote.
I know, but it's a good idea.
I love you all. Have a fantastic day. Be safe. Thank you so much for stopping in this morning and having a cup of coffee with me, listening to me ramble, and finally allow me to deliver some good news on this end, on the perspective on things. So, have a great day. Stay safe, be creepy, and hope to see you this Saturday for a new Confronting Evil, coming Saturday, Season 2, Episode 5, No Deposit, No Returners. And if you want to know why that subtitle is like that, No Returners, I did write a story a while back called The Returners. So this episode of Confronting Evil is going to be kind of like a sequel to that story. So if you want like a little bit of a background to that story, The Returners is available. So love you all. Have a fantastic day. Keep kicking ass out there, everybody. Don't ever give up. And I will see you, hopefully, very shortly.
One day you'll beat Somber.
Ta-ta.